Today we're going to consider some thoughts from Psalm 90. Psalm 90, verse 10 says, "As for the days of our life, they contain 70 years, or if due to strength, 80 years. Yet their pride is but labor and sorrow, for soon it is gone, and we fly away." Here the psalmist states a basic principle. Generally speaking, we can expect to live 70 or 80 years here in this life. Of course, there are exceptions to this, as there always are. But generally speaking, that's about what we can expect. And while from a younger perspective, that may seem like a long time, in reality, that's not very long. That they are soon gone. And so, what are we doing with our 70 or 80 years, give or take some? What are we doing with our time here in this life? Are we using it for good? Are we wasting it? Are we doing things that we shouldn't be doing? A couple verses later, the psalmist said, "So teach us to number our days, that we may present to you a heart of wisdom." Numbering our days is about recognizing how valuable each day is. Each day that we live here is the only time we're going to get that particular day. Each day happens and then it is gone, and we are never going to get it back. And our time is limited while we are here on this earth. So what are we doing with our time? Are we using it wisely? Are we doing what God wants us to do? Or are we wasting our time in empty pursuits and things that really don't amount to anything? We need to take a step back and think about how we're using the time that we have. Because we have a blessing, and each day that we live, we have the blessing of being able to do what is good and what is right and what is helpful and what is wise. We can pursue the things of God. We can follow Him. But we have to make the decision to do that. We have a short amount of time here in this life. How are we using that time? Are we numbering our days? Do we recognize the value of each day? Let's make sure we understand this. Let's make sure we exercise wisdom and we use each day as we ought to in pursuing what is right and what is good and striving to follow the Lord.